This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
It's been about a week since Consolidated Disposal's transfer station burned, and it's unlikely that the exact cause of the fire will be found.
Police canines from several law enforcement agencies took to the waters of Moses Lake for training on Wednesday.
It's time for an upgrade at Wenatchee Valley College. After years of talking about it, the community college will finally retire Wells Hall in 2019.
The Chelan County Fair opens tomorrow at the Chelan County Fairgrounds in Cashmere, bringing with it all the promise of fun and excitement as past celebrations.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News. And it starts now.
It's been about a week since Consolidated Disposal's transfer station burned, and it's unlikely that the exact cause of the fire will be found due to the countless disposable items stored at the facility. But what we do know is why the fire burned for as long as it did. Consolidated Disposal's Autumn Dietrich says the 30,000 square foot building did not have a fire suppression system. Grant County requires buildings over 12,000 square feet to have suppression systems, but according to County Building Planner Jerry Bissett, Consolidated Disposal was in the clear because it had over 60 feet of clearance around the building, lifting the requirement for an extinguishing apparatus. So why didn't Consolidated have a suppression system? Cost. Dietrich says the cost to rig a 30,000 square foot building with such a mechanism would set back the company over $100,000. Dietrich says the company will consider putting a suppression system in the new building, but says she wants to start a campaign that educates people about what they can and can't throw away to reduce the risk of another fire. I'm Sean Goggins for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination, from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
Back up, back up. Good boy. Watch that guy. Watch. You beach it, yeah. Good boy. Watch that guy.
Police canines from several law enforcement agencies took to the waters of Moses Lake for training on Wednesday. Joined by handlers and canines from Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, Chelan, and Yakima, Grant County Canines Chewy, Chica, Grizzly, and Edo, and Moses Lake Police Chief Canine Chief spent the day out near the Moses Lake sand dunes. With bad guy actors set up along the beach, the canines were released from the sheriff's office boat about 20 feet from shore. A brief swim and run up to the sand, and the bad guys didn't stand a chance.
Woo-hoo! Come on! Good boy! Good boy, Chewy! Come on! Woo-hoo! Good boy! Chewy! House here! Woohoo! House here! Yeah. Come on! Good boy! Here! Come on, boy! Good boy! Come on! Woo-hoo! Good boy!
Many of the four-legged officers had only trained in the water a couple times. Handlers say the training allows the canines to get more comfortable with the movement and noise of the boat, a much different environment than much of their usual training and deployment so far. But with the number of bodies of water in the area, it's only a matter of time before the canines will be able to put their water training to good use. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
It's time for an upgrade at Wenatchee Valley College. After years of talking about it, the community college will finally retire Wells Hall in 2019 at a cost of $37 million.
We'll be breaking ground on that hopefully July 1 of 2019, which will replace the oldest state-funded community college building in the system.
Wells Hall was built in 1952. On average, says Riley, the Wenatchee Valley College campus is about 10 years older than the rest of the Washington Community College system. Replacing or renovating its oldest buildings has been part of WVC's strategy since at least 2013. Riley says it's a tremendous growth opportunity, a chance to replace outdated facilities and improve some WVC programs along the way. Up next, a planned replacement of Batcher Hall, home of WVC's agriculture and automotive departments, along with the refrigeration and industrial technology buildings. Batcher Hall is even older than Wells Hall, built in 1950. Once Wells Hall is replaced, Riley hopes to gather funding for the rest of these extensive projects by 2021.
So in the next 5 years, we're going to go from one of the oldest campuses in the system to one of the newest campuses in the system. I'm really looking forward to that.
Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
The Chelan County Fair opens tomorrow at the Chelan County Fairgrounds in Cashmere, bringing with it all the promise of fun and excitement as past celebrations, along with more live entertainment than ever before.
We have our big Colin Ray concert coming up Friday night, and that is actually free with your paid admission to the fair. Also, we have our rodeo, and that will be on Saturday night at 7 o'clock, Sunday at 1 in the afternoon. We've got a variety of entertainment, probably 15 different entertainers coming this year. Predators of the Hearts coming back with their exotic animal act. We have Bamboozle here for family entertainment, and then several different bands. The Olsen Brothers will be back for dancing on Friday night, and then Branch and Dean on Saturday night.
Aside from the stage performances, this year's installment of the fair will also feature a wealth of other new additions, too.
Well, new as we've added to the train display, so I think we're up to 70 feet. Our kids zone is ongoing, changing every year, and that's free for the kids when they get here. We're probably up to over 70 plus exhibitors this year, so we have a packed house here at the fair, so there's going to be lots for people to see and do.
Indeed, there will be plenty of things for every member of the family to see and do. Why, the kids can even go fishing once again this year, and all they have to do is bring themselves.
We do have our fishing pond this year again. We'll have lots of fish in there, so the kids can come do that for free. They can keep their fish or they can donate them back. This year we'll also have fly tying, so they can come learn how to do that. We'll have lots of volunteers that are helping with that. Something Catchy helps with our pond and helps with all the kids, so they love it. It's a lot of fun.
What kind of fish are they pulling out of there?
Trout.
Trouts,
yeah,
exclusively?
There'll be trout in there, yeah, lots of trout.
How many do you stock typically?
Normally about 400.
400, okay.
400 fish, yeah.
All of them get caught by the end of the fair?
Yeah, we try. I think last year we actually ran out by Sunday, at the very end of Sunday, but all the fish were caught for the week.
If a pond-caught trout isn't exactly what you had in mind for dinner, there will of course be plenty of other culinary options at this year's fair, most of which would make any cardiologist's heart skip a beat. But the good news is that the Davis Show's Carnival is back once again to kickstart your ticker after all the funnel cakes, corn dogs, and deep-fried Oreos have gone down. The Chelan County Fair runs through Sunday, September 9th. Admission prices and a complete schedule of exhibitors and entertainment can be found at ChelanCountyFair.com. Reporting for iFIBER 1 News, I'm Chris Hansen.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.